I'm pretty sure it's still at 3.
You know, I tried to put you on them Lions last year early. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget that.
Yeah, but
Just let you know.
oh,
I put you on the
dog,
Lions.
that was
Rawr,
that
rawr. I put you on them early, baby. That's what I do. Them Lions.
yo,
Rawr.
man. Oh man, I'm gonna have a skit for that. Talking about round. What? Oh, fuck them Lions, man. They look good though. They hurt though.
Mhm.
That's the problem. They banged up. They are banged up. But a lot of teams getting banged up. You know what I mean? We saw the Eagles report came out. Watson's out.
Yeah.
But it's that time. I mean, it's week 6, and you know what time it is. Let's
Carter's
go.
out too.
We don't. Welcome everybody back to another Let me start that. Let me start that. I felt like that energy was low. Welcome everybody back to another episode of Money Pot
Ching
Podcast and
ching.
Money Pot Betting Show. I am the host. I am the CEO. I'm the president. They call me Moss Money. And of course, a little bit switch up with Sharp on, the college. Got to run back with my guy. They call him Diddy. What's up, boy?
What's up, man? We
What's up? I
here.
mean, yeah, I already said it already. You know what I mean? You look like you got more head than you got body.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying. Man. I'm working on it. I got a
Yeah,
big head.
yeah,
So
yeah.
pause.
It's for those old heads, man. We got to make sure we keep the line clear, right? Every time anything can switch gray, got to say pause.
Gotta
Just got
say
to make
pause.
sure pause.
It's the old head thing
Right.
for sure.
All right, we are back. NFL Week 6 Bird game is 5-0, and whole about those feels. So beautiful. Arizona's going to be a tough test, but I think we are going back to the series where we belong, and it's looking like I'm going to say it's looking like. I mean, I know they said what's his name, the pitcher for Texas who got hurt. Uh, who
Short.
with the
Short
who is it?
Max.
Yeah, Max. Yeah. They said he had a bullpen session, so I think that makes that series a little bit interesting if he can get back out there in any
What
way and
series?
form. Houston and the Rangers.
Uh,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
Rangers.
it's looking like
Rangers.
it's
You know.
gonna be Phils in Houston again. Hopefully,
Well, I
you know what I
mean,
mean.
listen,
Hopefully.
listen. I think we had a conversation before the playoffs started. I said, look out for Arizona. He was
Yeah,
like,
they're hot.
nah, and I was like, the thing about them is that they hit timely baseball. They're not out the park type of team. They don't knock the
Nah,
ball,
nah, nah.
but
They
they
don't have a
hit
lot of homers.
they play small ball. They get a
Hmm.
lot of hits without the game, and they got good pitching. I got two aces that's in their starting rotation. So that's
Yeah,
going to be tough. It ain't going to be an easy road for the Philadelphia Phillies. It seems like it because Arizona came out of nowhere. But don't forget, we
that
struggle
was us last
sometimes.
year.
We struggle at Arizona a lot. So
Hmm.
our history of the Phillies going to Arizona has never been an easy road. So I
Yeah,
think we're confident. I think we should win this series. I think we're the better team all the way around, pitching, batting. But this Arizona team can be a sneaky team if we don't come in there with our A game. So
right. I
I
agree.
think we're on a
I agree.
mission though. I mean, looking at
Yeah,
Castellanos'
yeah.
press concerts and post press concerts, pressers, he don't seem like he's entertained about nothing. He's like, listen, we got 8 more. Anything else? Any
Yeah.
other questions?
What they'll be asking questions, just making comments. He's
Yeah.
like, "Yo, was that a question?
Yo,
Like what?"
Costy's funny, man. That's a funny
He
dog.
is funny. He is funny. Yo, you came back last year. They had a good year this year. You know how you like people accept you, this and that.
You in Philly is the best fit. Nick Castellanos, we always needed to play for the Philadelphia Phillies. Am I onto something?
I mean, yeah, I fuck with Philly.
I fucks with Philly.
I fucks with Philly.
I fucks with Philly.
Yeah, they cool.
Yeah, they cool.
Yeah, he funny.
True, true Italian boy, right? True
Yeah.
Italian boy. All right, NFL Week 6. But as always, we got to do a quick recap of what it looked like last week. A little bit, kind of cooling off a little bit. We were obviously hot out the gate, and now we're kind of cooling off a little bit. Still on the up and up, as they say. Let me switch up the view real quick. I don't like that view. And zoom in a little quick. But still on the up and up. Still making money as obviously we're up, but the winning percentage kind of come down. So starting off with me, the lead dog, went 3-2. I'm sorry, 2-3 last week. Houston caught me. The Ravens and oh man, the Ravens. That was a hurt piece. Miami destroyed. I had a Stafford prop bet that I really liked that I lost. But really what saved me was Jake Elliott, right? I was hype on that bet last week, and Jake Elliott came through, was my biggest probably bet of the year. Yeah, my biggest bet of the year. You know what it is? This is the Sharp effect, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sharp getting in my head, pound them units on these bets.
Yep.
You know what I
There you
mean?
go.
Yeah, so but it saved me because
Yep.
Jake Elliott was my biggest bet,
I
and
want
it
to
and
commend
it,
you on
and it
that.
saved me. Yeah,
That was a
and it
great,
saved
great
me.
pick. That was a good pick there.
Should we run it back? Should we
I mean, if
run
it's
it
still one and a
back?
half, we could.
We
We could
should
run it
run it
back.
back. But looking at the numbers 16 and 12, 7% still up close to 8 units. I gotta stop doing other bets that I don't do on the show. That's what be catching me. I be doing other shit that I don't look at. You
Mm-hmm.
know how it is when you look at it the day of, like, oh, this look good. These other
Mm-hmm.
ones gonna hit, and then next thing you know, you can go down the rabbit hole there. I didn't add your teasers, but you've been pretty scale back on NFL. More your heavy flow is on college, but scale back so you don't have too much. But Washington got you. I thought this Minnesota was I had a bad bet on this, but I think the Minnesota bet won for you in the first half, and then San Fran. That was a last minute like fuck these Cowboys. I'm just
Yeah.
putting money on San Fran, and oh boy did it pay off because they beat down on the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, they
7 and
did.
4, 63%, up 5 units. I got to, this is probably a little bit skewed. You might be up a little bit more because I don't have your teaser bets in there. I look bad. I didn't write them down, but we'll get
Yeah, I
that
had
up. Go ahead.
yeah, I had a two-team teaser, which is the big ones. It was the Miami Dolphins. That was a 3 to 5 unit play, and the Detroit Lions. That was easy. That was an easy win there. Two-team 7 point teaser. That was a 3 unit play for me. Then we had a Miami, Detroit, and Houston plus 12. And I want to say Houston
He's,
came through with me on a plus 12. So we hit that 3 team teaser. That was 10 points. Miami, Detroit, Houston.
yeah.
And then I had a 3 team total, which was the Chicago Bears and the Washington's over 44.5, New Orleans, New England under 50.5, and the Kansas City, Minnesota over 42.5. And I hit that too. So we hit on all our teasers.
Perfect.
The only
Hit with
play
the
we
10 point
missed was
teaser.
the Washington play,
Yeah.
and I
Okay.
pushed on the Houston play. So we were pretty good on the NFL.
Yeah. So yeah, look at that. Jump that thing right back up, right?
Throw it
So
up there.
yeah, yeah.
We got the receipts.
We got the receipts. All you gotta do is look back at all the videos. I got them all sectioned out. So make sure if you're just watching us for the first time, go ahead to MoneyPot podcast on all social media platforms, whether it be YouTube, Facebook, or Twitter. Hit the follow, hit the subscribe, hit the like button, do all that stuff. Hit the notification button. Tell a friend to tell a friend to let them know that the money train is stopping by to pick some more people up to get this cash. All right. So I will update Sharp. Give me a full list of stuff he got. So I will update Sharp. But this number has changed. He might be still up though, because he bets heavy. So
Mhm.
and he bets early, which is coming as a nice little gem that we're starting to see. Right, he's getting the best of the number. He's on that. I think he got the San Fran number at -3. It's -10 right now. You know what I mean? This
Yeah.
is insane, and it was a heavy bet. You
Yep.
know what I mean? Just to get ahead of the number like that. So, talking to him about for those who want to get on that better side, talking to Sharp about maybe doing a side early Monday night show of
To get the
getting
early
on the
lines,
better, to get the early lines because he's making money, and we all like making money. So,
especially a week
um,
like this. I mean, them lines moved crazy this week from early
yeah, they
lines, and
did,
we caught
they
them
did,
early.
they did, they definitely did.
Yep.
So We are here for week 6, starting it off. I do have a couple best bets here.
Mhm.
I don't have anything for this London game, but my first best bet of the day, I think it's a no-brainer here with this San Fran and Cleveland Browns game. I mean, the Browns are down their 2 best offensive players, right? We already know what happened to Nick Chubb early in the week, and now Watson is down with an AC joint injury, if I'm not mistaken, in his throwing shoulder.
Yep.
So they are the walking wounded. They have nothing on offense. I know, Amari Cooper is not the Amari Cooper that we remember, is still a threat, but they're going with PJ Walker as their starting quarterback, who played last year actually on the Panthers. Had a couple actually decent wins, right? Like they beat Tom Brady on Tampa last year. If I'm not mistaken, I had to go back and look. Um, I forget who else they beat, but I mean they're running into the wrong team at the wrong time. Could be a letdown spot here. Cleveland Browns defense is actually legit and decent. It's supposed to rain also as well. So that that could change. The problem is that the San Francisco 49ers can beat you in multiple ways, whether it be
Yep.
running, whether it be passing, whether it be on special teams, whether it be on defense. Really doesn't matter. They're a complete team, and in my opinion, I said this weeks ago, the best team in football as of right now. We'll see what comes around in a couple weeks, right? When that conversation happens. But for right now, they are the best team in football, in my opinion. So, with that being said, I've learned my lesson from a couple other plays before. My first best bet of the day is I'm going San Francisco 49ers first half, -5.5. I think they should be up by a touchdown by halftime. This total is, I believe, 36, if I'm not mistaken. Very low total, which tells me that they don't believe Cleveland's going to score really.
Yeah.
This looks like a 24-27 type 7 type game. you know, maybe even maybe they put up 30, 30-10, something around that range where Cleveland's really not going to really score the ball. It's going to have a hard time for them to score. They're not going to be able to run the ball. It's going to be really hard for Walker just to come in against the best team in the league and just be able to throw the ball around. I look back at some of his numbers. He's not a big scrambler either. So he's going to sit in that pocket. So it wouldn't surprise me if San Fran gets a pick 6 here or scores on
Mhm.
defense. So give me the San Francisco 49ers first half by a touch,
So I
minus
mean, just
five and
want
a
to throw
half.
it out there for you. I'm not sure if when San Fran is coming over to the East Coast. I'm not sure if they're already over here. If they're already over here, that might be great. They can get used to that time zone. This is a early game for San Fran. It's a 1 o'clock Eastern time. That's a 9 o'clock game. What was it? 1:12. Well, 10 o'clock game for them
Yeah. Hmm.
here. I mean, on their time. So maybe you might get a little sleep in the eyes for the first quarter or so. But like you said,
That's
this
why I didn't
team
do the
is,
first quarter. That's exactly why I didn't do
yeah,
the first quarter. It might take them time to wake up a little bit.
yeah,
And they're not going to be up for this game.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Who's going to be? They don't want to be in a dogfight in the third or fourth quarter. They
I
want,
agree.
cruise sailing. Get these boys out of here. You know what I mean? But the way they play, I don't see them letting off the gas. Once they start getting rolling, I just don't see them kind of hanging back. We've seen that with Shanahan so many times. I don't think it happens. I think they get it. They want to get an early lead. I'm thinking 17-7, maybe in the first half.
Mhm.
Even 13-6, I'm still good if it's somewhat close, if it's a touch score. Only way this doesn't happen if it's like 13-10. You know what I'm saying? 7-3, some weird funky stuff. But it's such a mismatch right here. This is like it's like the starters playing in a preseason game and versus the backups, in
Mhm.
my opinion. So, like I said, give me the Niners -5.5 first half. First best bet.
I like it.
All right. Next game. So that is actually no, that's not my only one. But only takes I have left is player props. I have one more best bet, but all I have is player props, and you're gonna love these player props. I'm gonna tell you right now. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. You will follow me on at least 2 to 3 of my prop plays.
Oh well, I trust the guy. I trust the guy
I,
like everybody should trust
I
the guy.
I guarantee
I
it.
mean, you
Guarantee
dug
it.
and found that somehow gem in the ground that the books didn't even
Got more
realize they
for you,
left it
brother.
out there. So I'm gonna
Got more
believe you.
for
I'm
you.
gonna tell you if you give me some good props. I believe in you. So
Yeah. All right. So I don't have any more
okay.
uh, plays. All the other plays I have are teasers. So until we get to the Eagles game at the 4 o'clock, let me know if you have any more. If you have any 1 o'clock straight bets.
I do have a 1 o'clock game. We're gonna go to Indianapolis playing in Jacksonville.
Okay.
I want to say Indianapolis is +4 here.
Yes, sir.
Um, this is a game I looked at. I circled a little bit. I
Okay.
think this is an opportunity for the Indianapolis Colts to kind of make a stand here. You got a lot of
Mm.
familiarity within Gardner Minshew now being a starting quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts, who's been playing well, able to move the ball for Indianapolis since Richardson has went out. Right now, this is going to be Gardner Minshew's team. You see in the locker room in the back, they're rallying behind Gardner Minshew. A lot of excitement. He's leading the charge. He's breaking the huddles.
He
Excuse
does
me.
that. His energy is
Right.
infectious.
He has that. And I think
Yeah.
that's kind of what a team like this with Shane Steichen is very used to with him being a previous Philadelphia Eagle and has been a backup quarterback for the Eagles. So he's
Yep.
very familiar with the offense, right? There's nothing new. But
Yep.
people forget that Gardner Minshew was a starting quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars at one point under Doug Peterson. So he's very familiar with Doug Peterson's offense. So you have that inside too, that he can give some tips and tricks to that defense throughout this week so he can
Hmm.
prepare better for Trevor Lawrence. I'm sorry, for Trevor Lawrence coming um, into play here. So with with Indianapolis above that 3 and getting that 4 here, I want to say is it still 4,
Yeah, it's four.
right? I like this play here. Even
I like the
possibly money
Colts.
line, sprinkle a little thing on a little bit of the money line here because I think Indianapolis could actually win this game. But I'm gonna take the +4 here against Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville had a great game over there in Europe, which we thought was going to happen. Remember, we were really tight on Jacksonville and against the Buffalo Bills over there in the
Yep.
UK. They were over there for 2 weeks. Now
2 weeks
back. Now they back in Florida. That's an adjustment now. So
for
give me
sure.
Indianapolis here +4. I like it a
I like
lot.
that.
This will be a 1 or 2 unit play for me, most likely on the 2 side.
Back in the Colts with two.
Yeah,
Did I
let's gotta
write you
look at the
down for
weather, man.
two?
Let's gotta make sure the weather. I mean, we still early, still Friday. I wanna make sure weather's there.
All right.
If it's
Don't
good
be giving
weather
me the
here,
okey doke if you lose. It's like it was just one. You know what I mean?
no, I don't lie. I don't
All
lie
right.
about
I
what
know
I
you
got.
don't. I know you don't. I know you don't.
Well,
We ain't never about
L's a
that
L.
life.
We like W's. What's the bull? What's the bull
What?
that did the
Oh,
Winston? We like W's.
Winston.
I'll
Yeah.
I'll I'll take the L, but we like the W's.
After I say one thing, I want everybody to look at me. I'm gonna pass it to Corn after I say one thing. Let's go. That's a W. Let's eat one. Let's eat one. That's a W. How many people want to eat a W tonight? How many?
He made the ball look back like, what the fuck is
So
going
give me
on?
Gardner Minshew +4, man. I'll take that all day.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I think this offense is definitely different, especially with Taylor back there. Even though it was the Zach Moss show last week, right?
It was.
But we'll see what that looks like moving forward. And yeah, they might turn it around a little bit. They really
Yeah.
might. They might turn it around a little bit. And it starts in Jacksonville. I said this before. I don't know what it is, but there's something about Lawrence that I'm not a fan.
Just can't trust yet.
Um, yeah, I just don't trust him yet. I really don't. I don't trust him yet at all. So, completely
You know, he
agree.
kind of reminds me of Trevor. Kind of gives me the Carson Palmer effect a little bit. Kind
Okay,
of
I can see
tall,
that.
can kind of get the ball downfield. Will have success, right? Will be successful, but sometimes give you the
Can't.
stinker, right? Give you the
Yeah,
stinker like Carson Palmer did in Cincinnati.
yeah,
So I
I
mean,
agree.
yeah, I can get
I
what you're
like that.
saying.
I like that comp. I really do. I like that comp. All right, let me see. Do I have anything? Oh, okay. Yeah, here we go. So for my second best bet, my first prop of the day. This guy's been on fire, and this is going to be a track meet. We already know this. Carolina is the worst passing team
Mm.
in the league, going against what's right now a college offense that throws up five. Bro, we are the second best offense in the league, the Philadelphia Eagles, we average over 400 yards per game. The Miami Dolphins, the number one offense in the league, averages 500 yards, a whole 100 yards more
A
than
game.
the next
Damn.
Yeah,
team.
pretty
And now
sick.
you're going against the most limited offense in the league.
hmm
But that's not just the take, right? The take is
Talk to me.
that Carolina is going to be throwing early, often, over and over and over again. And I went through the numbers and I looked. Thielen has almost 400 yards of receiving.
Mhm.
Next guy, 150. It's
He
just
goes.
it's
He goes. Adam
Thielen.
Thielen. It's a Thielen show for sure.
It's the Thielen show. So, with that being said, he's hit this in all his games except for game one. So this prop is 5-1 against the number. Give me Thielen over 5.5 receptions.
Yeah, I like that. That's something that I circled this week for sure. I was watching the game last week, and I see that he just was targeting the short pass routes for Adam Thielen.
All day.
And Thielen's
Just yeah,
short hands. He's short hands, and I
yeah.
think Adam is kind of adjusting to what he needs to be for his quarterback.
Yep.
Not like he was in Minnesota. He can kind of stretch the field and make some plays. He actually needs to start running them routes shorter, a little more
Mm-hmm.
comebacks, be more sturdy, get down. I think he understands that. I understand where he is in his career, so he doesn't want to get hurt. But I
Yep.
was watching. It looks like he catches the ball, turns, make a quick move, and he's getting down. So
He's
you're going
getting
to get
down.
those. You're going to get those quick passing opportunities there. Definitely for that. I love that play of over 5.5. Hopefully that line will move up by kickoff. But yeah, there's an adjustment.
36 catches in 4 games. He's got
Yep.
36 4 catches,
And
50
jump on it
targets.
before the line straightens up
It's
because
going to move
it'll
up.
be 6 to 7 soon.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
yeah, I
For
like
sure.
that.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So I think that might be one you might follow. First one out the gate. That might be one.
I
That
do.
might be one.
I
I
already
was
wrote it
looking at
down.
I was looking at some other ones. I was looking at his yards a little bit. It's just because they're going to be up. Like
Mhm.
I like the team total too. Miami 30. First, I like the number 14. I think they beat them by 20, and then I like the 30 points as well. But what got me to take a step back was they are down both two running backs. Anche is out, and then the other, I think Jeff Wilson Jr. is also out, even though he's been out for a while.
Yeah, he's coming back though.
But yeah, so it's just Mostart there. And then who else got hurt? I thought there was another guy that got hurt on their team as well. I know Waddle came back and had a decent game. But it's going to be a track meet. Carolina's going to have to try and keep up. Hubbard is going to do maybe a little bit, but like I said, I was looking at, and if you guys don't like that one, Bryce Young passing yards over makes a lot of sense. It's going to be passing all game. His rushing yards make a lot of sense, you know. So nice little gem here, taking the best player that they have on offense and just going with the number for him to catch more than 5 balls. He had 11 catches last game, 7 before, 11 before, and then 7 before that. So, and he was coming off injury in game one. People forget about that. So, give me Adam Thielen over 5.5 catches.
I like it.
All right. I do like Seattle too. I didn't write them as official play, but I do like Seattle in this game. I can't trust Cincinnati.
Yeah,
I can't. I
I
just
do
can't.
have Seattle on a couple of my plays, but more on the teaser side.
Yep.
But I do have
Yep.
another play here. This is something that
Oh, okay.
that I've been looking at. As
Seattle.
a fourth.
Seattle. Cincinnati.
No. This is not Seattle. I have them in teasers, but this is going to be the 425 Detroit at Tampa Bay.
All right, we're not done the 1 o'clock games. Are you?
Oh,
You
I was
are.
done. You had another 1 o'clock. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah, man. Yeah, man.
My
Easy,
bad.
man. Easy,
My bad.
easy.
Hands up.
Yeah.
Hands up.
Yeah.
No problems.
You know what I mean, all right. For my third best bet, actually third and fourth best bet, I think you're really gonna like this one too.
Let me take note.
The Minnesota Vikings are the second worst team. I'm sorry, not the second. Are they the second? The 11th worst team in pass defense. The Chicago Bears are their second worst team in pass defense. So between the two, they're giving up over 500 yards of passing. Neither one of them can run the ball. The Bears average about 100 yards per game rushing, and you have to think about that. That's really Fields, right? That's really a lot of Fields running the ball. So if you think about, they can't rush the ball
Well, they don't have
outside
any
of what
running backs.
they don't have a running back exactly outside of Fields. And then Vikings are very similar. They average 102, which is a Madison, but he's really not a rushing type player. So both teams are middle of the pack, but both team gives up a lot of passing yards. Went back, looked at the Vikings. Every game but one game, they gave up a 100-yard rush receiver. Every game. And I'm talking about big games, bro. I'm talking about people forget 18 catches, Keenan Allen, 218 yards. That was against the Vikings.
Mhm. I
Moore
mean,
just came on.
you also had Herbert throwing the rock though.
Who?
I mean, you also had Herbert. I mean, the Minnesota Vikings went up against some good quarterbacks. That's not
Oh yeah, no.
not
I'm not
just
saying they didn't. I'm not saying they didn't at all. I mean, Thielen had almost 80 yards,
and how many catches.
8, 7, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm looking at is I understand he just came off a career year in DJ Moore. I mean career game. I'm sorry, my apologies. I think he had like 10 catches, what 280 yards, or I
Sure
mean
did.
230 yards, or
Kick my
something,
ass on fantasy.
something to that note. But I'm going back to the well. I think this number is way too low. Give me DJ Moore for over 57 and a half yards. And then I'm double dipping and give me DJ Moore over 100 yards for plus 450. Easy. 450, bro? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. And
I
and
you
and
know, I'm a value man. I like the value. The value's there. Can he do it? He can. Do I trust Fields? No, I do not. I just don't trust Justin Fields. I
okay.
mean, if you look at a lot of those plays last Thursday, they were what, maybe 15-yard stop plays, and he just was able to break one-on-one coverage for 60 and 70 yards. Is he going to be able to do that against Minnesota? I don't know. You give me the stats that defensively their defensive backs aren't good, and they've given up a lot of yards. But like I said, I think Minnesota. If you look at their schedule, they play tough quarterbacks that can throw that and sling that ball. Justin Fields don't do it for him. He ain't slinging the rock. So uh,
So I,
I think the 54, 55, 54 is low for sure. The value that you showed me in the over 100 yards is there too. So I can't be mad at it. I'm just not a Justin Field guy. So
so he has 5. Let me just I'm not a Justin Fields guy either.
mhm.
Moore has 531 yards. 506 of them came in the last 4 games.
Yeah,
So
I mean,
it's
one was
not
against Denver, who's trash, and the other one was what?
131
And
Tampa.
who
He
they
had
just play
104. He had 230 against Washington,
against Washington?
130 against Denver. Kansas City is quietly the best defense in the league statistically.
Yes.
So he had 40. He had 41 against KC, and Tampa Bay he had 104.
Yeah, I mean, I'd go get it. I love the 54, 55 and a half. I do. I
Yeah.
think your value on the over 100 on yards at plus what, 4 or something you said?
Oh, put the wrong one in there.
I mean, I love that too. I love the value. I'm just not
Yeah.
a Justin Fields guy. I can't be fully behind something that I don't like Justin Fields.
Yeah. All right.
But
One for.
I like it for you though.
I like it for me too.
I like it for you though. So I'm rooting for you,
Uh,
baby. I'm rooting for you from
uh,
a distance.
oh man, I thought we had you on DJ Moore, but
Maybe you know what? Maybe I'm just bitter because DJ Moore beat my ass last week in fantasy. So I'm like, fuck DJ Moore, and maybe it's just more bitterness talking. Um,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
will be rooting for you from the sideline, as I usually do
All
for
right,
my guys on this podcast.
bet. I think I am done with all the 1 o'clock games. So I know you had this Detroit game,
Yeah, man. Let's
but
talk about it.
all right, we jump to it. We'll leave the Eagles for afterwards. So talk to me. Detroit Lions, Tampa Bay. Detroit is favorite -3. If I can scroll down here, if this John total is 42. Money line is -162. Talk to him.
So my Detroit, I want to say my Detroit, the sleeper of Detroit Lions that I've been talking about for the past 2.5 years. You know what I mean? They are
No, I
finally
I
relevant.
don't know what you mean.
They are finally relevant in the
Fuck was that about? Dude, you're weird.
NFL. And salute and congratulations to those Detroit fans that stick around and has been looking for a season like this. And I think this is the season for them. Um, so I like this line here with the Detroit Lions at -3. Um, Only thing I'm a little concerned about is Tampa Bay's coming off a bye, so they have a extra week of rest, extra week to prepare. But I just believe in this Detroit offense. I believe in the Detroit defense. I'm going to buy a half a point here. I mean, statistically, on every single category, Detroit's offense is stacked up in the green versus this Tampa Bay's Bucks defense. And the Tampa Bay Bucks defense is solid. They're
Yeah.
just above average, right? They're right
Hmm.
above that, ranking in the like the 11th tier, kind of all the way throughout. But this offense of the Detroit Lions and the way Jared Goff has been slinging the ball and his accuracy has led this offense being in the top 10, top 6 right now in offensive rating, top 7 in pass per plays, rushing their 7th, 3rd in rush attempts. Like they're just a balanced offense. And then let's take a look on the defensive side of the ball, which used to be Detroit's Achilles heel. They're right up there again. 6th in defensive ranking, 6th in yards play, 3rd in rush defense, 3rd in rush attempts. Like there's almost mirroring how their offense is playing, and that's really, really key for me. I
Hmm.
think if this was a home game, this would be close to a 6.5 to a 7.5 line for Detroit. So it's right where
Okay.
it should be. So give me -2.5 just to get it through that key number of 3, and I'll pay the juice on that because I like Detroit here. Um, as a straight play, and I think they keep the ball rolling against the Tampa team. Like I said, the only advantage could be possibly weather for Tampa Bay, and that they came off a bye and they could be a little bit more prepared. But I think Aiden Hutchinson, the way he's been playing, his name should be in the list of defensive players of the year. The way he's been playing, I think he's going to get after Baker Mayfield this week as they continue that run. So give me Detroit -2.5. I'm gonna buy the half a point for this game.
Yeah, and even go just two things from a future side.
Talk to me.
One, I think Jared Goff is a dark horse, is an MVP candidate for sure. And Hutchinson with JJ Watt, not JJ Watt, with TJ Watt getting hurt the way he did, they said he dislocated that finger and tore some ligaments. Now he's going to play, but that definitely changes from
Yeah.
when from a
Yep.
defensive side
You
when
need your hands,
you
man.
can't
Your
you
hands
need
is
your
is
hands.
key.
Yeah, you need your hands. So that will change the way he can rush the passer. So it'll be interesting how that comes out. If they keep winning, I mean, you got to throw Golf's name in the hat. And they've been hurt too, right? Gibbs has been out.
Mhm.
St. Brown has been fighting in a abdominal injury. Williams is just getting back in the fold. The only thing I'm concerned is that Laporta is a key to their offense, and I'm not sure if he's going to play this game. I know he didn't practice today, so that's the only thing that is. And maybe the line was at 2.5, so maybe he is going to play. Let me double check, and that's why the the line jumped up. So let me just check some of my sources. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I think yeah, here it is. Ha, how about that? Sam Laporta expects to play.
There we go.
That's it. Yeah,
Lock it up.
that's huge.
That was a half a
That's
point
huge.
swing right there.
Yeah, he's huge for them. He is. He's been balling for them. He's huge for them. So,
Yep, yep.
yeah, I like to play. I like to play a lot.
And I got one more.
Yeah,
We're gonna look at
in
the
this game or another game.
no, we're moving to Rams Arizona team total.
Okay,
We're gonna go, I want to say, was it 28 or 27.5? What are you getting?
let me see. Once the John come up. All right. Rams are -7. Total is 49. Money line is 310. It's 27.5 Rams.
27.5. We're gonna go over here, man. This is a
Mm,
lighter play. I think when you get above a certain number, I try not to go too crazy. This will be a unit play for me for the Rams to go over the 27.5.
Okay.
I think, unfortunately, Arizona, we know they're not a good team, but it's got even worse news when they don't have no running backs. Bring up a young kid up here. It's for his first start. Connor's out. We seen Arizona last week when Connor went down. It all fell on Dobbs' shoulder, and he cannot do anything. And you have this Rams offense right now that's really able to fire the ball and put points on the board. Last week they played the Eagles. That was just a tough matchup for them. But I think they kind of bounced back this week. You're looking at an eighth-ranked offense. You're looking at a defense that cannot stop the pass. They kind of run in that dead last area for the NFL as far as defensive ranking. And I think you're going to see that happen here with the Rams, able to put points on the board um, at home and kind of able to handle their business. I see this being more like a 33, 35 to possibly 10 to 13 points. I think it's going to be a struggle for Arizona to be able to kind of continue to move the ball without their key pieces. So give me the Rams team total over in this matchup.
Yeah, like who's out? Is it Connor? And
Yeah, they have. Give me 1 second. Just had it.
I know Connor's out. James Connor. I don't know who else is out for them.
So you have Connor's out. Obviously, we've seen Joshua Dobbs kind of regressed. Um, but I mean, I think most importantly, we've seen Cooper Cup come right back, and we thought that, okay, well, with Cooper Cup back, it was going to kind of slow down the possibility of the young fella. Is it Puka?
Puka Nacua.
Right, and it didn't. He was kind of right back in rhythm. And most importantly, Arizona is ranked 30th against the pass. So I just think they'll be able to kind of do what they want to do as far as the Rams, and that's air the ball out and attack some of those safeties back there and be able to put the ball in the end zone.
And you did that. You did my handicap for me, brother. I don't got to say no more. You've already
Yeah,
said Cooper Cup is back. They're going
Cup's
against
back.
one of the worst passing defenses in the league. I don't care what this number is. Give me Cooper Cup over 86.5 yards. Cooper
There you
Cup is back.
go. Let's
You know what
go.
I mean? Give me
Cup is
Cooper Cup
back.
over 86.5. Cup is back, bro.
I like that. That was
What
a nice little sneaky pickup. Let me write
yeah,
that down.
what did Hurt say? Hurt say, yo, it looked like you ain't miss a beat. You know what I mean?
At
It looked
all.
like you ain't at all. It didn't look like he missed a beat. He came out, had 9 catches for 100 yards. This is what Cooper Cup does week in and week out until this number is at 99.5. I will be betting this every week because that's where it should be.
Yeah,
He's supposed to get 100 yards every game. And
yeah.
Stafford goes to him often.
That's his guy.
Often.
That's his guy.
And
That dude had like 6 catches in the first half.
he
I'm like,
eats.
damn, Puka was balling for you. He just kind of, but he was still
Puka
able to
who?
share the ball with Puka too somehow.
Puka
So I think
who?
Puka had like
Man,
6 catches.
okay. So as long as Cup is getting his, who cares? As long as Cup is getting his, who cares?
Well, 'cause I got to hit
So
my total. I got to get my total over too. You know what I'm
he'll
saying?
help you. Don't worry. Cup will help you.
All right,
I
sounds
expect
good.
I expect him to score 2 touchdowns in this game, to be real with you. Because I'm looking, I'm like, if you're gonna score 30 points, somebody's gotta have two. And he ain't gonna spread it all around. Like Higby might have one. You know what I mean? They might run one in. But Cooper's
But
gonna definitely get you one
all we need is
for
28.
sure. I you know what I mean? So give me Cooper Cup over 86.5 as my next and my fifth best bet. Love Cooper Cup right here. And bonus pick, I like Cooper Cup to score 2 touchdowns in this game. I really do.
Two.
Two. I
That's
think he
got to be
gets
good
two.
value there.
I think
Put that in a nice little parlay. Nice little real good stretch
touchdown parlay.
parlay. Touchdown parlay. Put it in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who gonna score? I like that. Let's start a nice little big lottery play.
And it's not even high. It's plus 450. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Hmm. Multiple touchdowns for Cup. Okay.
there's two. He's going to get there. You know, Chase just had 3 last week against Arizona. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. All right. Let's
And that's
talk
my that's
about
all
him.
my straight plays. That's all my straight plays there.
All right. Let's talk about him. These will be my last picks, and then we got to get teasers. And then I actually got to get out of here real quick. Looks like the line dropped a little bit. I'm assuming because of the news that more than likely, um, both defensive starters will not be playing. Carter and looking like Slay is going to be out as well. Your Philadelphia Eagles are favorite -6.5. Total is 4.5. Money line is -298. I don't get this line at all, bro. I think the Eagles are starting to still round in the form, and they're getting better each and every week, in my opinion. Now, questionable coaching calls a little bit, but each game I see they play, each game I see them getting better.
Mhm.
And let me tell you what the biggest take on this game is that nobody is talking about is that the New York Jets are the worst rush defense in the league. The worst rush defense in the league. And now they're going against the best rush offense in the league. People talking about sauce and how we're going to throw. We don't need to throw.
Yeah.
We're going to line up with this big offensive lineman and this big offensive line, and we're going to run the ball down their throats. And they're not going to be able really to score on us. I don't understand how they have the Jets scoring 16.5 points. Why? Because he's coming on of late last couple games. Hall doesn't have any restrictions. We're the best rush defense in the league. We only give up 60 yards a game. Now, can Hall go off? Sure. I'm not saying he can't get 100. It's bound to happen. Is it going to be this game? I don't know. I don't think so. He might break one, maybe a couple, maybe 75. But I think if he gets under 100 and Wilson's only throwing for 100, we talking only 200 yards. That ain't going to be enough to beat one of the best teams, top 3 teams in the league. Give me the Birds. I love the number at -6.5. What? They're going to beat them by 2 touchdowns. They're going to beat their ass, bro. Like this, like people think this is a trap game or close to it. The matchup does like it has. We would have to literally lay an egg. Like we would have to literally lay an egg in this spot for this to happen. And I don't see it happening. We just have too much work. Like everybody would have to shit the bed. Because even if he can't throw the ball, we damn sure will be able to run the ball. Like there's no way how we don't run the ball in this game. Give me the Birds -6.5 as another best bet, bro.
I mean,
This is easy. Easy money.
your take is convincing.
It's because you know what it is? It's just because we're such a great rushing team.
Right.
And they suck. Like literally, they are the worst team. They give up over 160 yards of rushing a game. Like that's hard to overlook. I can't just see us laying an egg and not being able to run the ball. The only way that happens if he just doesn't run, which is possible.
From your lips to Nick Sirianni's ears, I pray.
Yeah, I don't. This is not the trap game that people are thinking this is. It's not.
Hold on. I have the Philadelphia Eagles in a teaser and a big teaser, so I think the Philadelphia Eagles will win this game.
For sure.
I'm supporting, and I hope we do win by 2 touchdowns. I do,
Mm-hmm.
but to say this is what you would call the definition of a trap game. This is a sandwich game. This is a game that nobody believes in the New York Jets, but the New York Jets. Playing at home, Eagles coming off a road game in LA, right? We got to forget they coming from LA. And Jalen Hurts talked about the time difference, talked about the he was happy the way we were able to adjust. So it is a factor. Coming back home, we got a lot of things going on in Philadelphia. Our Philadelphia Phillies are just beat the Braves, are headed into the NLDS right now. I'm sorry, CS just won the NLDS. You seen Fletcher Cox in the stadium out there dancing. Everybody's happy, right? And we got Miami, an offensive juggernaut that we will need 2 weeks or more to prepare for. I hear you. Next week on a Kelly Green night. So this is considered.
Keep singing that song, boy.
I hear you, but this would be the definition of what a trap game is. So for that saying, I can't. You can't get any more trappy than that. That these boys possibly could not be ready and thinking they're going to walk into New York and just walk right on out with a victory. I hope that's the case. I'm staying away from the line. The line just went down. It's
That's
telling
just
you a
because
little
Cox and
something.
Slay. No, it's
Eh,
just because Cox and
Okay,
Slay is out.
that's big. That's not small. But what I'm saying is,
But against who though, bro? It's Zach Wilson.
and
Like
Zach
this
Wilson
ain't
has
like.
gotten confidence over the past 2 weeks. He has. The
Come
team
on,
has now
man.
got confidence within Zach Wilson, or at least they're acting like they are, which is bigger than what they were 3 weeks ago. They were like, who the heck is this guy? And then he puts up what, 19 points or 18 points against
Did you
the
just say he put
Chiefs.
up 19
Chiefs,
points?
Chiefs did the same thing. They went into New York, had the whole, Taylor Swift is in New York and blah blah blah. And look what
You could make an argument that the Taylor Swift buzz was more of a distraction to the Chiefs than the Phillies winning for us. I think that's a bigger distraction because that's NFL distraction. That's not just the game.
no, I
That's
get you.
that's NFL.
I'm
That's a
I'm
that's
just
a
saying
different layer, different
you
level of
you can
distraction.
go into a game and thinking we're going to walk right out. And I'm hoping that Coach Sirianni has these guys ready to play and not overlooking Miami coming in home and on a Kelly Green night. That's what I'm hoping. And could this game be close? Do I think they lose? Absolutely not. Could it be a 3-point win? I could see it. I could see it because
Yeah.
it plays that way. So I'm got them the teaser to win. I just like them to win.
Yep.
And I'm gonna, and I was hesitant even putting them on my card, but I said, "Damn, bro, there's no way I
Like
cannot
I
put these
said,
on the top." I was hesitant to put them on the card.
man. If the Jets
'Cause
beat the Eagles,
trap games are real, bro. You know that.
I'm not saying they're not. I'm not saying they're not. It's just that there's usually things that happen in trap games that allow the other team to sneak in and win, or something like you lay an egg. The problem with this type of trap game for this team is that our best strength is their biggest weakness.
Mhm.
Right? That's the biggest problem for me because I know we like to get past happy, and that's what we do. And they're a strong. If they were a strong secondary, and it's just like, damn, that's kind of good on good. We're just a good team. We're gonna have to fight this one out. But what we do well when we do it better than anybody in this league is run the ball, and Jalen is a part of that. And it's gonna rolls into my next take. Give me Jalen Hurts over his rushing yards. I went back. Mahomes had over 50 yards. Uh, Wilson and his bum ass had 50 yards. Shit. I mean, Josh Allen, even though he lost and threw 4 picks, he had almost 40 yards. Give me Jalen Hurts
That's the
over
scary
four.
part because they were off schedule. No. I'm being honest. If you look at the tape, they were off schedule. Why do you think Patrick Mahomes had 60 yards, 50 yards rushing? Because he was getting rushed out the pocket. We watched the game. We
Because he
like,
don't got,
damn.
bro, he don't got no AJ Brown,
No, you
no
don't.
No
You don't.
Smith. He
I'm
don't
just
got the
I'm
weapons we got.
saying
He's got Kelsey.
you ain't got to convince me. You ain't got to
I'm
convince
not,
me.
I'm not trying to. I'm just telling you. Give me Jalen Hurts. Give me Philly. Give me Jalen Hurts and Philly in a parlay.
Mm,
Jalen Hurts scores and Philly.
that's plus
And
money.
for the
Big plus
and
money.
for and for the God play of the day, we going right back to him, bro. Give me Jake Elliott 1.5 again. Field goals. I look back at every Jets game. They've given up 2 field goals in every game. Every
Yeah.
game.
I mean, you got a
Every
solid
game so
defense. I
far.
can see some holes for sure. I like that. I like that a lot. I like a couple holes, offensively. Us sputtering a little bit. We do, so we sputter.
But not
So
even that. We lead the league in field goal attempts in the league. This is what I'm saying. These are good strengths versus their weaknesses. Like that trap game stuff. I
I don't
just
know if
like
that's
I
a good thing though, Nate. Field goals don't
what's
win championships. I mean, I don't want to be leading the league in field
we're not
goals.
we're talking about the Jets right now. We're not talking we're not talking
I
about
mean,
what's down the line.
as you said that, clicked in my head. I'm like, damn, it's good for the bet, but I don't know if that's good for the. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be
Yeah,
leading. I want to
we'll
be able to
get
put
to
that
the
shit in the pot.
championship in a little
All
bit,
right,
man. We
all right.
talking bets. I got
Listen,
multiple unit plays here. I'm going right back, another 3 unit play here. My Eagles bet is going to be a 2 unit play.
yo,
I
put
got
them all in a parlay. Let's see what that parlay look like.
Oh, same game part. I got it.
It's the same game
I'll
parlay.
do that on a short because I gotta almost head out of
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
But yeah, those are my Eagles plays, man. I just I this game I hear whispers of it. I I'm completely on the other side. I do not see it.
I feel you. I feel you.
I do not see it. So those are all our best bets and straight bets of the day. We usually end up with teasers and parlays for the day, but guess what? I'm gonna have you guys wait for the teasers and parlays. We're gonna give you some shorts and give you some videos. So you gotta make sure you come back, hit the like, hit the subscribe, definitely hit the notification button to let us know, to let you know, I apologize, when we go live on our best bets. I have 4 teasers lined up. Actually, you know what? Tease him. Tease him with a teaser. Give him one. Give
Give
him
him
one,
one.
Diddy.
I'll keep it
Give him
real
one.
easy. This a layup.
Give him one. Give him
We're gonna
one.
talk about the
Layup.
game we just talked about. 2-team teaser, 7-point. This is a 3-unit play. We're going San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Say no more.
That's a layup.
Layup. Layup bet. Layup bet. I actually went Philly and Miami. I feel like that's a layup. You know what I
Layup.
mean? Layup. Layups. We got more teasers. Like I said, make sure you hit the notification button. Did I freeze on you? Did you freeze on me?
You froze, but I can hear you though. We can still hear you.
All right. Well, I'll unfreeze once that stops. This is Moss Money. This is Money Pot. This is Money Pot betting, and me frozen. Well, we'll figure it out. We'll holla at y'all.
Go Phils.
If you're seeing this video right now, that means you made it to the end. So congratulations. You are now almost officially part of the Money Team.
MoneyPot.
How do you become a part of the Money Team? If you're new to the channel, you have to hit the subscribe button. We want to blow this brand up. It's not me versus you or us versus them. It's us versus the sports book, us versus the bookman, aka the boogeyman. So make sure you're on the winning side and the winning team. I got bonus content up here for you guys to choose from. Make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. This is Moss Money. This is Money Pot. This is Money Pot Betting.